What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to walk you through a first-time homebuyer checklist. All right, guys, so the first thing that we want to go over is what are the domino effects when purchasing a house. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or not, it's helpful to know the order in which things need to happen so that you're going to be most successful. And I know as soon as I get a phone call, someone wants to see a house, they love it. The first thing we have to do, which is not the funnest thing, is talk to the guy with the money. We have to talk to a lender. We have to make sure that we have our financing in order so we're in the best position possible to make an offer on the house you believe you'll love. Keep in mind, don't talk to more than 3 lenders or have more than 3 lenders pull your credit. If you have a 4th, it will actually start to damage your credit. Some of the things that you're going to have to get together for this lender are W-2s, any other assets you may own, any kind of stocks you may own. Part of that is also going to be your debt to income ratio, what your credit score is, and if anything's reporting on your credit that can improve your credit score. Make sure that they have all the information possible, because that's the information needed for you to get this pre-approval letter. Now guys, once we get this pre-approval letter, we get to do the fun part, which is hop in the truck, and we typically look at between 5 to 9 homes before we make a decision on the house that best fits your needs and your lifestyle. We want to compare the homes so that we can make sure that we're making the best decision on what your needs are out of this next home. All right, guys, congratulations, you found the house that you want. So what's the next step? We make an offer. We make sure that we talk to the listing agent first to make sure that we understand what the seller's looking for and vice versa to make sure it's a win-win. Once we do that and the offer is accepted, you have to turn in your earnest money within usually 24 hours per the contract. Now, the next step is going through the inspection and the appraisal process. It's important to know that the seller has a certain deadline that they have to respond to this repair request. This process is called due diligence. Right before due diligence is over, we have a decision to make as a buyer whether or not we're going to continue with this contract based off their response to the repair request. If everything looks good and it's a win-win, we move forward. Now, right after the repair request, we do have the appraisal that typically comes back about a week and a half before closing. Now, once we confirm that the appraisal is good, whether it's at the contract price or above and no other negotiation is needed, then really we're just waiting for the attorney and the lender to finalize numbers. There's a process in South Carolina called TRID, and that is a requirement by the government where 3 days before closing, you have to be disclosed as the buyer for all of the preliminary numbers for closing. You also have to have enough time to go to your bank and wire the appropriate funds to the attorney's office, because anything over $5 grand, you can't bring a check to closing, you have to wire it. Now, once all those numbers are squared away, we literally just wait for closing to happen. We arrive, we pop bottles, we're excited because we just bought a house. Now guys, keep in mind that was a very surface level checklist for a buyer to purchase a house. Everyone's situation is different, every dynamic for finances is going to be different, so if you want to have a deeper conversation of what your goals are for 2024, we'd love to sit down and help you navigate that and go through the process with you. And remember, with Delisle Properties, luxury always comes standard.